Super Rugby takes a short break as Nathan Nicholls and his men in white return for the Northern Hemisphere international window on the start of the Six Nations 2019, where his team is looking to go back to back to back the three-peat of Six Nations Rugby. Hello everyone and welcome along to Cornflakes Group, your home of Rugby Challenge 3 and the Nathan Nicholls Be A Pro career mode, where we are back at Twickenham, the home of English rugby, looking for our third consecutive Six Nations title. Of course, first season of the series, we finished second when Nicholls underwent pretty horrific injuries, but now we return captain and everything in between to take our third title. The team hasn't changed up from where it was last season, so we're looking to build on that and hopefully build on what could be a big year for English rugby in the Rugby World Cup. Well, if you tuned in last episode, you've seen what the fixtures were about. You've seen that first up we had Ireland, and there's not a huge amount in this forward pack staying around for the Irish as well. Ian Henderson seems to be the only name I noticed there that has stuck around for Ireland in the 2019. He starts in the second row alongside Gibbons. We've got a Van Westhuizen on the blind side of Brown and a Davis on the rest of the back row. But it's a back line where they've still got Marmion, Madigan, Finn and O'Driscoll, possibly but surely not the same O'Driscoll. The back three though, all new, with Butler, Danaher and Fogarty lining up to get the spark, hopefully, for this Irish team if they're going to trouble the two-time defending champions. We're all set to go here. It is Ireland in the green, of course, and England in the white. The Red Rose comes calling once more for Nathan Nicholls. Another international cap as we get underway. Six Nations 2019 has begun. And it is England who take the ball in first time, and a little run down the right-hand side from Armitage sets England, poorly as well, and they lose the ball pretty quickly. Ireland with a massive chance now. They are 30 metres away, looking to make the first real inroads and start off some early pressure here against England. Oh, it's a turnover ball though, man, it's big. The home team doing the job on defence, and the whole game has been built between 10-metre line and 22. This could be another turnover, but England hang on nicely. Nicholls is yet to touch the ball as they find a little bit of room down this right-hand side again, and it is our old friend Manny Banners who has gone into touch, and Ireland will regain possession. Just make sure everything is right here. We don't want to be in the line too early here. We want to stay back and just make sure. Oh, that's well taken at the back. Beautiful work from Armitage as the English look to pierce once again down this right-hand side. We look to shift it. Nicholls into the game for the first time. He just holds the ball up and drives straight into contact. And he has a couple of friendly helpers downing there, charging him up to the 10-metre line. This break comes left side. It's all England at the moment. It's Atwood. Atwood, he's got to pass it. Nathan Nicholls, just a second touch of the ball. And it's the first try for England. It didn't take much. And Nicholls is celebrating. Well, they weathered the storm, England, and they did it beautifully well. Nice work here from Atwood. The dummy, he brought himself just that little bit more time, and that managed to draw in the fullback. And once he released Nathan Nicholls on the outside, it was all over Red Rover as the fullback stormed away for yet another international try. He is really racing up those record books, and going into a Rugby World Cup is a huge threat for any opposition. Of course, he has the goal-kicking duties to his name as well, captain of the side. He's got it all on his shoulders here, Nathan Nicholls. 10 minutes in, it is 5-0, about to become 7. And England doing the job now after an early spell by the Irish. It's back to business as usual. We looked at this last episode. We've seen that it was France particularly who were going to be a team. Oh, there's a knock on by England as well. That gets advantage back to the Irish. And England quickly shut it down. But they'll play out this advantage here, Ireland. So France, definitely a team we're going to have to watch out for. And I think Wales was the other side that could possibly threaten us. As here's a good little inside-outside pass down the touchline by Ireland as they continue to build their way into the 22. In and out they go. England looking to build pressure on them, but they do not stop the rut. Oh, that's a knock-on back to England now as Ireland make a mistake. There's the offload. It's somehow picked up and on go England. Well played to even pick that ball up. Nicholls is coming from a mile away and he's put himself, into that ruck as that is a huge run there from Blanket and it's going to go all the way back despite that good run.
Crouch, bind.
Well, that could have been magical there. The big prop with a bullocking run. Scrum feed though, break feeds for England. He's got Banahan, one man on his right, Nicholls directly behind, and to the left side is the rest of the back line. It's Davis who somehow unloaded that beautifully nicely away. It goes through. Oh, the pass could have gone, and that would have been a stunning breakaway. It does fall away. Armitage back inside looking for Nicholls. Oh, the offload is not quite what he wanted. They keep it alive, and now it's knocked on. That is a messy play from England. Both sides guilty now of a number of mistakes. Oh, Nicholls running around in circles there, trying to get involved in this game. He's got to make some tackles. He's got to keep that in mind. As a little deft chip over the top is called back by the referee. He was not interested to see where that one was going to go. He said, nope.
Bind.
Let's go back for the scrum. So Mami on the feed for Ireland. And England put in a huge scrum. That is a game-changing moment right there. A team that needs to score. They've been bulldozed off their ball. And wide come England. They've got numbers and support, but Nicholls, well, he's somehow got that out, but it's gone through the hands of the left wing there, Stanley. And it's a touch it goes. Sam Stanley, he's been exceptional in the last season, especially. But he's hardly, I don't think he's even touched the ball so far this match against Ireland. Here come the visiting side as they charge through the middle. Break is coming back with Nicholls. Nicholls says, what are you doing over here, buddy? A kick is coming in. It was easy to read. Nicholls, he had an all full book story. And away he comes, Nicholls. Breaks out of one. With a good tackle. Just hangs on to him. Coming back is Williams. He gives away to his propping partner. And Blanket takes it to ground just outside the 22. Break with a bit of a run. Nicholls shrugs away but eventually pulled down. Good tackle coming in there from Henderson and it's turnover ball to Ireland and they are looking to make inroads now. Big tackle from Nicholls. He drives the attacker down backwards as well. They lose a few metres, but look at all this room here for Ireland. They commit early, they commit wide. Nicholls forced the inside ball, and it is a try to Ireland, and they will go away with a big scoring play on the half-hour mark. Nicholls had to commit. It was 4 of 5 onto 2, and he went out there, and you see there was Banahan who was left at sea. Too many attackers, nowhere near enough defenders, and Madigan scores quite a great try for Ireland. That was a great pass back inside. Nicholls followed him wide, tried to cut it off, but he somehow threw a miracle ball into this man, Madigan, who scores. And that is just what Ireland can do. Great try. He gets their campaign underway as well. And Madigan converts his own try. It is over. It is 7-7. England were looking comfortable, but Ireland strike. And we are all tied up after half an hour. What's a start to the Six Nations? Nicholls gives the nod to his left and he slaps it away. High, right it against the touchline, but it's expertly pulled in.
Release.
And England get a couple of friends there. Now they've got to run all the way back out. The two centres getting involved there. Shingler finding good ball away to Armitage. It sets up now for break. Oh, Nicholls wanted that ball. He goes back, he resets for another go. He's sitting there outside Downing. Downing doesn't get the ball. It's a pick and go. Nicholls jumps on in, and here it is. JP Jones doing well, giving way to Davis. And Davies, oh no! Oh, this is not good for England. Alex Davis is off. This is the first injury blow of the season. Coleman will be coming on. I am not sure what this reserves bench looks like by England. But Coleman is coming on.
Set.
Well, this is interesting. Of course, I think we've got to be up in the line. Oh, no, we don't. Ireland have just smashed us off the ball. Well, we give an injury and now we lose possession because of said injury. As they come wide again. Oh, this man has been very destructive for Ireland out here.
Release.
He gets him up towards halfway. Nicholls has to commit to the tackle. There is no one back. A little deft chip over the top. It is claimed by Nicholls, who does well. He looks to run it back. Finds support through his inside men. And now it is Banahan. What a run here! That is a superb run there from Downing. Recycled. Void top. And Nicholls is just committed to becoming the scrum half now. As Ireland throw numbers in there and they turn it over. Nicholls a pick and go. They pick and go with speed. He gets away nicely. Finds out to Blankton. Blankton running away. He could go all line here. He's got so much support. He does. Oh, what a tackle. What a tackle. Stanley was on his shoulder, but he was shut down in a flash. Here's break. England trying to come wide. Half-time's gone. Another big tackle, Ireland. They've done the job here on defence as the ball squirts free. Looking to link up with someone. Nicholls is desperately screaming for this ball, but we will go to half-time because it does not look like England are going to get that back. Madigan, he knocked it on, trying to kick it into touch. Wow. That is game-changing moments by Ireland right there on defence. Two big moments of the game. 7-7, we head to half-time, all tied up. Who would have thought we would end this way at the break? It was a match where Ireland started off in a hiss and a roar. They got a good lead up, and, well, they got a good lead of possession, that's for sure, and they were really, really well in control of the game. And then England struck. They did it against the run of play, and they turned the game on its head. Ireland took the rest of the half to fight back. But you've got to say, out of the two teams, Ireland have looked more in control, but England just doing it comfortably at the moment, doing the big jobs when it needs done. Ireland, though, getting well and truly in the act. Their last play was massive. You can see with the stats here, possession and territory are swapped either which way. England with possession, Ireland with territory. Line breaks 5-2. England doing a lot more damage on attack, but their attack has been few and far between. Handling is 5-2 as well. Both sides having a bit of problems with their hands, but a good entertaining match so far that has just seen 2 tries only in the first 40 minutes. What will the second half show us? It was an exciting one by both sides. The first 40. Nicholls kicks off again with a little nod to the left. It's high. It is handsome and it is beautiful. Nicholls jumps on in. Here is Coleman, number 16, having a bit of a run. First time we've seen him. England charge on forward. Downing has been superb. Nicholls is just trotting around the base. Now he's got the ball. He looks to use his back line. Voitov does well, and he finds the blanket who does not quite find the room he needs. What is England looking for here? A run away from Jones. Here we go, Armitage. Wide, Manny Banahan. What can we do, Banners? Is the old firm going to rejoin? No, they don't completely. But the offload from Nicholls is good to find it away to Armitage. Blanket does well. It's going to be a try. Why did you pass it? Coleman, you should have gone yourself. I didn't call for that pass, Coleman. Break is there. Pick and go by Break. It's wide for Jones. Binahan.
Release.
What do we do here, boys? Do we go for the try? Do we go for 3? I don't know where I want to commit myself. Use this wide. Wide. Oh no! What's a time to drop the ball? That is disastrous from Voitov. The try line was beckoning.
Crouch.
And he has dropped it all over the floor.
Set.
The ultimate opportunity for the hooker. We want to stay back here because the possibility is they're going to kick. Doesn't look like we're going to turn over this scrum, so yes, we have to aim for the kick. There it is. Read it like a book. Nicholls turns on it. Drop goal! Oh, it's miles out, Nicholls! Oh, he's got it! Oh, what a kick! That is absolutely breathtaking from Nathan Nicholls. He has delivered an absolute sucker punch to Ireland. They got out of that jail. They cleared their line, and Nicholls says, not on my watch. He just smacked a droppy straight back in their face and puts England up 10 points to 3. Well, we do not see many drop goals from Nicholls, but we were looking. Early on there, it was Nicholls has kicked away again, so not really what we had planned there, but we'll go with it anyway. Pops it back inside. That's a good pass as well. Armitage makes the tackle as we make our 5 for the match. 10-3's the score, and the Six Nations has got off to an absolute ripper. This is a cracking match to open up the competition. Width on the ball here for Ireland if they want to use it, but they do not. Nicholls gets it and he chips over the top. The return isn't bad. Here he gathers. Oh, he is electric. He is changing this game single-handedly here. They go to Armitage. Oh, he's close to the touchline, and Guy Armitage goes into touch just. That'll disappoint him. Ireland get the throw. Nicholls waits at the back. This is tense. It's a turnover. It is a turnover ball in the line out. The set piece is going the way of England at the moment. What can we do? What can we do? We've got a deep ball that we didn't really want. We find a wide from Armitage again. He goes to Banahan. Banahan has support out there, but he's driven into touch once more. England's width game is not finding the desired targets. Nicholls having more fun with the Hurricanes the way this game's going. Line out again. This one is going to Ireland. Are they going to kick it away? They do not. They pass back inside. They could look like he's shaping to kick, but he holds on to it nicely. Now Ireland have got work to do. A try, unconverted, will win it. They've gone for the kick yet again. Nicholls is there, ready and waiting. He looks to step. Oh no! No! Oh no! This is not good! Not good by Nicholls! Oh no! The three-peat was on! Fahey makes his way on the field to come on at fullback. Oh no! I cannot believe it! It's too close! It's too close! Well, we can't play out the rest of the match. How long is left? I don't even know how long is left. But as a result of all these other games, when we do get injured, we cannot have a say in the match. So we're going to simulate match and see what happens. I don't like our chances. We have been injured in the Six Nations yet again. Okay, game is over. Let's see the results. Oh no! Ireland is celebrating a famous victory here over the back-to-back defending champions. No! What has this injury done to England? Oh, this is tragic. I can't believe it. The Six Nations is cursed. We suffer so many injuries in the Six Nations. And I'd imagine, oh, surely this is our season over. They scored a second try to Lloyd. Madigan converted. That is so frustrating because that could well kill our Six Nations season, really. We do get a bonus point for being within 7. Nicholls scored all our points, a try, a conversion, and a drop goal. And as I said, Lloyd Madigan with the other 2 tries for Ireland and the 2 conversions. It went so well. I mean, we scored the drop goal. We were looking fantastic. And now it's all gone crumbling down. Full time, 10-14. England with possession. Ireland with territory. I mean, line breaks were 5-2 at half time. I don't think Ireland added one. It was 6-2 to England. So how that try was scored, I do not know. But of course, 2 big injuries as well for England. Davis off, and of course Nicholls going off too. Do we get a bit of a rating here? We do. We played pretty well. We got our tackles, we got our try, and do we get line breaks as well? Was another one? No, we made none. Wow. We scored a try, conversion, 5 tackles, a drop goal, 4 handling errors. Wow, that's pretty bad. And of course, oh dear, the injury. This is going to be tough. I hope he's not out long. We'll find out. Let's suck up the fat ones and take a look how long Nicholls is out for. Alright, but before we can do that, we've got to have a look at his ratings and results from the match. We did have, we had to make 2 line breaks. We didn't make 1. That's normally our bread and butter, you know. That's our easy stuff. We didn't manage that. We did get our 5 tackles, though, thank goodness. And we got our kicking meters thanks to that drop goal as well. So that was crazy. We didn't win the contest, but we really do. And we didn't concede a penalty. So, I mean, for a game that we only played just over half of, to get 3 out of 5, I'm not too upset about that. Didn't get much on the increase of stats. 0.1 on aggression and tackling. 0.7 on kicking and goal kicking. And just 0.1 on strength, mental and discipline. So overall, not much going on there for Nicholls at all. So a really overall disappointing matchup by the Englishman. So overall match rating is 6.8. So I mean, we lost. Didn't play the full game. I guess you've got to be content with that. Good points for the running meters, kicking meters, and the try, of course. So yeah, average day at the office for Nathan, I'm afraid to say, wasn't what we had in mind at all. Okay, we're simulating through. Italy have beaten Wales. I really don't want to look. What's this? Congratulations, you've been main team play kicker. 68 days! Oh no! 68 days! Oh, that's like 2 months and a bit! Oh no! 68 days. Well, Six Nations, it was nice knowing you. We're missing the whole tournament. Let's see, what is the injury? What was he holding? I don't even remember. Was it a shoulder or something when he went off? Nicholls, yeah, shoulder. 11 weeks! Oh, that's almost 3 months! Oh no! So that's 5 weeks for the Six Nations. There's always a couple of Super Rugby rounds in between. We are going to miss half of Super Rugby as well. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's check out the team and see what happened to old Davis as well and see if he was out long. Okay, so they made some changes. Brought in George Ford at fly half, which that's interesting enough. And further down, they have brought on Dan Karma, which, to be fair, 88 rated is still a pretty good player. You know, how was he not playing over this joker? I don't really understand that one. But despite all that, a terrible turn of events for Nicholls. So, you know, while we're here, and since we're, you know, short half of the episode because we got injured, obviously, we'll skip forward and we'll see, you know, when we are back and what happens. So, 68 days. Let's see what happens. Six Nations will obviously go through. Super Rugby's going through. We lost to France, for God's sake, 22-19. We're 0-2 with 2 bonus points. That's not good. We have 2 inbox notifications. I don't like the looks of that. Jason Bullbring has been suspended from Super Rugby. Oh no! And so Sasaki, what's going on in the Hurricanes? That's 2 players after 1 week. Oh no! That's terrible. Okay, Scotland is up next. 55 days until we are fit. Oh, thank God for that. We actually won the match and we creamed them as well. 42-12. Now we're back to Super Rugby. So we're obviously not playing in this either. What's going on with this team? Chris Eves is in the side now because Sasagi was, suspended. And who was the other one? I can't remember. Let's go through and find out. Barrett's still there. Rule's still there. Lamape's still there. Oh, of course it was Bullbring, wasn't it? So Asso. Vince Asso is in. So the Lamape-Asso combination is back. And James Marshall is playing a fullback. Not a bad team. You gotta say that's probably your first choice in those sorts of situations. You see Sasagi's on. Well, he's completely out of the 23 now. And we've got Bullbring who's on the bench. So yeah, some real changes going on there. Still plenty of depth in the side, though. And Ken Healy's still riding the pine, which I do not understand, especially as Sasagi got dropped from suspension. And they still don't pick him up. Okay, let's see what happens here. Hurricanes versus Highlanders. We're back to Super Rugby. I highly doubt we've left England, but oh! Hurricanes with the win. 30-15 over the Highlanders now. We're back to the Six Nations. Just hang on a sec. Let's have a look at the table. No bonus points. Okay, so whatever. I thought we'd get a bonus point, but it's obviously still old Six Nations rules where there is no bonus points. So France has wrapped this up. It's all over. It's really all over, isn't it? Okay, so what do we got to do here? We're up against Italy. Surely we can beat the Italians. We do. Wow, by 1 paltry points. 29-28. So we are on 4 points. Ooh. Ooh. Look at this. We're not in the running, but I mean, 1 game to go. If they lose, it could be all on. Who beat France? Ireland, 29-25. Oh, if only we didn't beat Ireland. It would have been ours for the taking. Oh, and I would have been injured as well. Wouldn't have mattered. Okay, this is a big game. Castle Park. England versus Wales. I don't like our chances of winning this game, to be honest. Still 34 days till we're fit. Yeah, 34 damn days still to go. Holy hell, we won! Wow, we won. 25-14 over Wales. Oh, damn you, France! I thought we might have done enough. But well done, France. Hang on. Round of applause for the French. They did enough there. They lost 1 game to Ireland. Let's see what happened in the end. So, France on 8 points. They only lost 1 game. That was to Ireland. We got second. What a shame we lost their first game to Ireland. Points differential we would have lost anyway because they're 48 to our 35. But regardless, the season, they could have promised so much more. I mean, there could have been so many more tries in that for Nicholls. As a result, we get our second place, and the back-to-back Six Nations is over. Wow, the Six Nations is cursed. Okay, right, let's move on. Go back to Super Rugby. Let's see what's going on here. We're back with the Canes. We've still got 27 days until we are fit. So let's have a look at the schedule. Okay, so we're a month into the tournament. Wow. Okay, so we lost to the Blues first up. That is killer, because the Blues are their top side in New Zealand. But wait on, we need to just make the playoffs. Doesn't matter where we play, as long as we've got Nicholls, we can win. So we smashed the Brumbies by 3 points, 29-26. Took out the Highlanders, of course, 30-15. Beat the Reds 35-21. Beat the Chiefs 25-22. Now we're up against the Sharks, and still probably going to miss it. Oh no! Damn, we're going to miss both of the Blues games. That's going to put us at a big disadvantage to top New Zealand. Because we have a look at the standings, I'd say the Blues will be top. I'd say we're going to miss this whole month as well of April. So we'll come back, I guess, for the Stormers would be my guess. We'll see how it goes. We'll catch up and see what we have next before we end the episode. Overall, oh, what the hell? Wow! What's happened to the Blues? 2 wins, 4 losses? Wow! Okay, so we are cruising. Top of the table, we beat the only team challenging us, which was the Chiefs. It was tight, but we beat them. It's been tight every game, but we've won the ones that matter. But we lost to the Blues. Strange. Maybe they got some injury problems? Okay, Ranger, red card. Yeah, okay. What about down here? Injuries? Not really. Not really. So I don't know what's going on with the Blues, but they're not doing too well. Crusaders much improved. Highlanders now are the easy beats. Well, to be fair, 11-11-11. 2 wins, 3, 4, 5 losses. So Highlanders, 7 games. Yeah, they're doing the worst. Let's catch up with the others, I guess. Oh, we'll get up to date, and then we'll catch up with all the conferences. Sharks versus Hurricanes. Yeah, good job, boys. Good job. 33-15. That's an emphatic victory. Very well done. 13 days. I think we may only miss 1 more game. So, wow, Crusaders are top. 23 to our 22. Set on the right-hand side of the screen in the New Zealand Conference. Okay, big game here. We have to beat the Blues. Yeah, we've done the job there. 40 points to 12. That is at Eden Park as well. That is one hell of a thrashing. So the Blues have been put in their place. And with that, the Crusaders must have had a bye. So still 6 days still injury free. Alright, let's play this game versus the Crusaders, and then we'll catch up the table, because a lot can happen. We're 3 points ahead of the Chiefs, 4 ahead of the Crusaders. But the bye obviously happened. We had our bye, Crusaders went up. Then the Crusaders had a bye, we took it back. So last week of injury. And a victory over the Crusaders. We are dominant. We are the best side. Nicholls isn't even playing. And we are all wins but 1. So 32-14, putting the absolute thumper in at the moment. We've got a mail. We'll check that out first. Oh, no! Now Raymond Rule's injured. Broken wrist. Ah, no! 6 weeks. Well, that's his Super Rugby season gone. So what's that done to the squad? Barrett's. Oh, Courtney Skozan. Well, I'm all right with that. We're replacing one really good African with another. So good to have those 2 guys there. Cuthbert Nicholls returns. And I guess we'll see Marshall back to the bench. We've got David Samani coming onto the bench as well. Well, we've got a bit of an injury crisis going on here. Rule is out, but we bring back Nathan Nicholls. So let's see how the competition stands. As we sit right now, we're up against the Waratahs. A week early, I think. Yeah, a week early. I predicted back against the Stormers, but a week early is great to see. We're up against the Waratahs, which is very, very nice. So, in New Zealand, we'll go off the Hurricanes because that white on green is terrible. So we are top of the table on 32. Wow. 8-point buffer over the Chiefs in second on 24. Then they have the Crusaders on 23. It's tight there. Blues on 19. So those 3 still have a lot of fighting to do. Highlanders, though, down on 13 this season, you'd imagine, is going down the toilet, especially since they've played the most games, so 10 for this season, just 9 for the Blues and Crusaders, 8 to the Chiefs and the Hurricanes. So just 1 loss. We're on good starting form already in Super Rugby. How about South Africa? We got the Bulls at the top on 34, Cheetahs on 31, tight there at the top, Lions 26, and then further down the Stormers on 19, and the Sharks on 17. Switch back to Australia. Oh, this will be good. Oh, this will very, very be good. Didn't make sense. This will be very, very good is what I was supposed to say. Waratahs, top of Australia. 9 games, 8 wins, 1 loss. And a lot of points, 111. We are only plus 85. So they are plus 111. 5 bonus points, 37 altogether. Rebels are second on 19. Well, Australia's done, isn't it? It's done. Waratahs are champions. I put a fork in the rest of them. They are done. Brumbies on 17, Force on 8, and the Reds on 7. 1 win for the rusty old Reds. well, that conference is absolutely cooked and smoked. So what does the overall table look like? Waratahs and Bulls lead the way, but of course the Hurricanes have a game in hand, sitting down on 8 matches, just 2 points behind and 5 points behind. The only competition coming in are from the Cheetahs on 31, and it's way down to the Lions. New Zealand Conference, very, very weak here. It's all Africa. Look at this, South Africa with the Bulls, the Cheetahs, and the Lions. Then the Storm is down here on 9th, so it is very, very strong rugby from South Africa at the moment in 2019. World Cup, yeah, they've got to be watched as well. Hurricanes flying the flag, and they sit 3rd so far in the competition. So Waratahs is going to be a huge game here. Waratahs are by far the best Australian team, and it's at Allianz Stadium as well, which means home game for the Waratahs. So let's recap here where we saw with Nathan Nicholls. We've missed about, what do we say, 6 weeks of rugby, which is just, no, was it 9 weeks? I can't remember now, 8 weeks. It was a lot of weeks. It doesn't matter. We have missed half of Super Rugby, all of the Six Nations. Terrible, terrible, terrible competition in the Six Nations. We just get injured, constantly injured. So hopefully next time we pull on the white of England, it will be in much, much better spirits than what we did here today. We're back on action though, and you can see his stats here. Nothing's changed. Final year of the contract of the Hurricanes, and we are looking to go back-to-back at least Super Rugby. We can't do Six Nations for the three-peat, unfortunately now. So it is all concentration on the Super Rugby competition to win that for the Hurricanes, and then hopefully the Rugby World Cup. But that is it for today's episode. A bit of a different one with that big injury that saw us miss, well, 2.5 months of action. We're back in with some more rugby this time. Nathan Nicholls returning to the starting 15 for the Hurricanes, their big match against the Waratahs. Hope to see you all there for that one. I'll be back very soon with that matchup and the rest of the season. But until then, hope you're all enjoying the series, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, take care.